Libra, I hope you guys are doing really well. This is a channeled energy reading for you for the rest of June 2024, or whenever you find this message, and if it resonates, then the message is for you, okay? So, Libra, before we're starting now, so the way that this is showing up here is mean what you say what you mean. Mean what you say what you mean. It's about it's not beating around the bush. It's not using flowery words. It's not sugarcoating. It's not, and this is asking for you to challenge your discomfort in a conversation or challenge your discomfort in communication in general, because you know that you could have done better. You know that you could have explained something in a more concise way. Had it been that you weren't trying to save somebody's feelings, or had it been that you weren't trying to come off as harsh. It's okay to be harsh. It's okay to be blunt. It's okay to be bold, and it's okay to be honest. And sometimes people need to hear that. And I feel here, Libra, it's almost as if like you get to have this opportunity so that you can be more comfortable with how you express yourself, how you trust yourself, how you trust your messages. There's going to be something here, Libra, where it's like you get to communicate how you need to, and it's no holds barred. It's kids gloves off. It can be uncomfortable. You can be tactful, but like it might be uncomfortable. And I feel that this kind of spans all communications. This is, maybe we're talking about somebody who's very careful with their words, or like don't want to offend somebody, so we just use nice words, or we don't cuss because fucking cuss. Say the word. Say it, do it, be it, see it, whatever. It's asking for you, Libra, to be very, very clear in how you get past that hurdle, because stifling yourself and not saying the thing is causing, it's like, it's sure repercussion, but it's like a stacking effect inside of you. It's stacking things inside of you. And it's like a Vesuvius type of energy, but you're the one that ends up being the target of like the explosion, because it leaves you ineffective. It leaves you without saying what you meant to say or needed to say. It's just say it. It's a very strange message, Libra. I'm hearing alphanumeric. I don't know what that actually means, so maybe the way that they're showing me though is like they're giving me the word alphanumeric, but then they're showing me like cuneiform, from like old, the times of beginnings of time type of like abacus type stuff. I don't know these things. I don't do math. I'm not good at math. I'd rather I'm not good at math. But whatever this is, it's like, let me sit with this for a minute more, because I'm trying to understand it. I'm like, why are you showing me like all of these like mathematical things that almost seem like foreign to me, that don't make sense to me? It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game is how I'm hearing it. So we're going to be talking, I guess, then about like the quantifiable energy behind a number. So this can talk about like life path numbers. I don't do numerology, nothing against it. I find it fascinating, but it's not my scope of practice. It's not what I think of generally, like when I think of things. And so maybe we're talking about numerology or the deeper meanings behind numbers. Like some of you may want to find out what life path number you are, and that might help you in your direction here. Some of you, this is also like helping you heal through Chiron energy as well. Chiron is the wounded healer within our natal chart, and also through mythology. Chiron, it kind of represents like where we can heal everybody, but we can't heal ourselves. You know, it's kind of that energy. And so it's asking you, Libra, to be available to looking at that. So if some of you have like your charts and you know how to access your charts, where is your Chiron? Where is that, and what does it lead to? What does it mean? And we're also now talking about North Node here, so the direction of which your path can go. The way that I'm showing up here, the way that this is showing up here, Libra, is very much about like how you associate your direction, how you associate like it. It gives you meaning here, like maybe like to be numbered gives you some sort of sense of security here. It gives you a better understanding, it gives you meaning, it gives you direction here, Libra. Yeah, like North Node energy is very much about like the direction and path that we're here to fulfill. It's kind of like life path energy. And so maybe some of you are like feeling like you're floundering. Maybe some of you feel like you're not being present in your life, or like you're missing something. You could be doing something better, but like we're not, and we don't know why and how to get there. This information may help you get there. And maybe that's why it showed me like all these different like visuals of these energy, of the like numbers, like cuneiform and everything. I mean, that's an alphabet, but like, isn't it? I don't know. I know it's an alphabet, but I don't know if there's like a difference between numbers and stuff like that. But either way, the way that I'm being shown this is like all of these like ancient ways of looking at things, the old ways, the old ways, the old texts, the old ways. There's something to that. There's something to finding the foundation in those things to help bolster your personal experience now. And it's asking for you to be available to that energy, Libra. It's asking for you to be available to, I'm here, add it up, add it up. So whatever that means for you, add it up, because it's going to help you add up certain aspects of your life that maybe just have been like left in limbo right now. So some of you also too are going to become very cold with people. The way that I see this is almost as if like it's like a chopping like axe, but like everything turns icy, everything turns cold, and it's like a chop. I'm not sure where that is in your life, Libra, but it's asking for you to be precise in what you release. I feel like, I mean, that could be any manner of things. It could be addictions. It could be thought process. It could be people even, you know, something where it's like we're kind of like, enough, you know, or yeah, enough is kind of the energy that I'm getting. I'm protecting myself enough. And like it just goes, it shuts it down, it cuts it down, and that's it. And like it's like usually like we would see so like sometimes they in like beheadings or executions or whatever, it's like they would do the axe or the sword, like they would heat it, so it would cauterize. I don't know why I'm being shown all this. This is so weird. It's almost as if like they would heat the blade to be it would cauterize the wound when everything was done. Maybe that would stop like the gush. But here, Libra, it's almost as if like this cold, ice cold energy, it does the exact same thing, but it's like all of that to say what are we showing me here? It's just a different way to cauterize it. But here it's like freezer burn. It's like freezer burn. I do not understand why I'm being shown this like this, so I'm gonna either ask to like go on, or if you can show me more to make sense of this for me, please. Maybe that way when it's like maybe that way it can thaw. versus being completely like cauterized and shut off. Maybe that way it can thaw and regrow when there's enough time taken away from this situation. I'm not understanding this, so I'm just going to ask to be moved on here. Can we move on with this energy for Libra? So the imagery that I'm getting, it's kind of weird. It's like somebody exposing themselves. And the way that I saw it was like kind of in a sexual way, but this can also just mean that somebody is exposing themselves. Somebody is like exposing who they are. They're exposing their agenda. They're exposing what they have like behind like their hand of cards is kind of what it is. It's like they're exposing themselves. And I keep getting this. I keep getting this. So maybe you're protecting yourself. If you've experienced a situation with somebody where it's like you tried to go back and forth and like heal the situation or find balance within the situation, but it's like this person still exposes themselves with some element, or like they don't care, or like there's some change here. Maybe this is tying in also to like using your words wisely, using your communication very wisely and not holding back. You don't have to be nice, Libra. You don't have to be somebody's friend. You don't have to make it palatable. You can just say what you mean what you say. This is what I'm hearing again. This is how we started this reading. Say what you mean what you say. If some of you have had like physical I'm hearing attack. So I don't know what this is, Libra, and it's making me feel incredibly uncomfortable. And this is not going to resonate with every single Libra, but it's almost as if like you're on high alert here because you don't feel safe around somebody, or there's some sort of like exposure here or something. This is very unfortunate energy. I feel bad for whomever is on the receiving side of this. It just feels very uncomfortable here, and somebody's about to expose themselves. It's communicate here, because it's important that this is exposed. This doesn't have to be SA. It doesn't. It can be any type of abuse. It can be any type of like overstepping bounds. It can be anything like that, but it's just asking for you to be very, very clear in how you stop it. Let's move on, please. I'm very uncomfortable right now with this energy. What else do you have for Libra, please? So this is a very clear message here, and I maybe this is something that needs to be investigated a little bit more, but this is about like carcinogens coming into the body. So maybe this is about like smoking. This can be what we eat. I heard a long time ago that like if you barbecue things, it has the same effect as if like the chemicals of like 7 cigarettes. I don't know if that's true or not. Could be a wives' tale. Either way, Libra, it's asking us to be mindful about the types of carcinogens we allow in our bodies, around our bodies, to be exposed to. I'm also hearing nut oils. So some of you, this is also like okay, so like raw nuts are safe, or like fine, but like when they, and again, we need to source this information. We need to be mindful about this information. So when the nut oils are like roasted, toasted, they change. There's something here about like the molecular change. This is such a weird message. The molecular change of like certain oils, certain fats, the type of inflammatory The inflammatory type of it's like you're like it has an inflammatory response. The body has an inflammatory response to whatever this is, carcinogens, whatever this is. It's like swelling in joints. It's uncomfortable, Libra. Be mindful about the carcinogens that you put in your body, that you're around, the emissions that you're around. You know, does a family member smoke in the house? Are you like secondhand smoking? You know, do you live like right next to a factory or something where it's like things like there's chemicals being pumped in the air? This is about purifying your situation, being very mindful about what you take into your system, because you're like a sponge right now. You're always a sponge as a human being. You're a sponge, but like this is being very, it's asking for you to put effort towards like cleaning this up or not engaging it or not putting it into our system at all. We walk a fine line is what I'm hearing. We can walk a fine line. I'm not sure what that even means. What else for Libra? Some of you, the message I'm getting is some of you need to be more expressive when it comes to telling people you love them, telling people that you care about them, telling people how much they mean to you in your life. Like maybe we're losing track of that, or maybe I want to throw up. The way that it's showing up here, Libra, is to be more expressive in how we communicate what people mean to us in our lives, you know, what an impact they have in our lives. And it almost feels like it's necessary right now. What's that saying? Live like every moment matters, or like live like, you know, tomorrow you could be gone or whatever. And I'm not saying that you're going to be gone. Somebody else might, you know, but even if they aren't, what a beautiful opportunity to tell somebody how much you love them, you know, especially if it's genuine, especially if it's something that like you don't say often enough, or, you know, maybe it's a friend that just needs to hear it. Maybe hearing that means a lot and you don't even know it. But there's something here where it's like letting somebody know how much you consider them and how much they matter to you is pivotal for somebody. It's very helpful. It's very healing here. And it also opens up a dynamic for you to just be more effective in your communication with this person, to express the amount of care and consideration that you really do take in this person, how much you value them. Only say it if it's genuine. Don't do anything else if it's not. We're not blowing smoke up people's asses. We're here to let somebody know how much I value you, how much of an impact you've made on my life, how much I appreciate you being present with me. Thank you for thank you for being my child. Thank you for being my I keep hearing residence. So maybe this is a situation where like somebody has been living with you, or like maybe they allowed you to be living with them. Maybe they gave you residence, or a safe space. There's an element here, Libra, where it's like it's asking for you to just give thanks and be grateful for this energy and mean it. There's nothing bad about it. It just say it. Mean what you say what you mean what you say. That's what I have for you guys. I'm going to let this go here. I love you. Take care, Libra. Bye.